So for those of you that don't know, one of the biggest buy-to-let lenders in the UK is the Mortgage Work. And every quarter they produce a snapshot report of what the buy-to-let market landscape looks like throughout the UK and then region by region. The latest report covering Q1 2024 has just landed in my inbox. There will be a link to the report if you're watching this on YouTube where you can actually go and have a look at region by region. But for the purposes of today's video, I'm just going to take a very quick look at the overall picture throughout the UK. So as you can see, the average portfolio size is 7.2 properties, and at least 55% of landlords have one buy-to-let mortgage. The average number of buy-to-let loans held by landlords in a portfolio is 5.2, and the average amount owed through buy-to-let mortgage borrowing per landlord is 634,000. Looking at the balance sheet, we've got an estimated portfolio value of 1.8 million. The gross annual rental income per property around about £10,140, and this equates to an average rental yield of 6.1%. Really interesting section, the market dynamics over the course of the last 12 months. 9% bought a property, 17% sold a property, 29% had rental arrears, and 36% had a void period. Now, this is really interesting because as we've been reporting, the buy-to-let market has dramatically slowed down in recent time. And that's because of the higher interest rate environment in which we find ourselves, and the rental calculations that the lenders carry out is quite frankly meaning that getting mortgages to even repay an existing mortgage, let alone buy a new property, is very, very difficult right now, especially for those landlords that are fairly highly geared. Only 9% of landlords bought new property in the last 12 months. To see 17% selling up, that's dramatic. Now, we did say that we were expecting some landlords to exit the market, and clearly this is an indication that they have, and there could be several reasons for this. But primarily, I would imagine it's again down to the higher interest rate environment and the fact that buy-to-let is no longer as profitable as it used to be. And then the next two figures, rental arrears and void periods, I think this is an impact of the cost of living crisis. So not only are landlords finding things difficult, tenants are also finding things difficult. And so we're now starting to see that more and more landlords are suffering from rental arrears and void periods where they haven't even got tenants in the property. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. If you're a buy-to-let landlord, how's your portfolio looking? Moving down further, for landlord confidence. So the percentage rating prospects in the next 3 months as good. So 38% owning a lettings business, 38% see rental yields as good, 21% on capital gains, and only 6% see the UK economy as good in the next 3 months, which is a pretty bleak outlook, to be fair. And then looking at the last section, profitability, 84% landlords make a profit, 10% break even, and 6% make a loss. So the rest of the report does cover each region. And again, like I said, I'm not going to go through. There will be a link to this report on YouTube, so you can go and take a look at that for yourself. But I'd love to know your thoughts. If you're a buy-to-let landlord, do you feel that this report is a true snapshot of the way that the market is looking right now? Please do drop your thoughts in the comments below. And then before you go, please do give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content that we produce. And as always, thanks very much for your support. And if you want bang up to date interest rate notifications, then please go follow us on Instagram. There is a beacons link in my profile because on Instagram on a daily basis, when a lender announces an interest rate change, we put it onto our story. So if you want that information, please go give us a follow on there. Take care.